Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set, 390, wait.
Let's go, keep tight.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Gordon on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 2016.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert, alert. Kill. Check 52. Check.
Check it back.
On the left side, this is Stills. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And 58 is a mic. Go 58.
On third down, Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Sponge! No! Check 37! Check 37!
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Los Angeles.
So white 90, black 11! Come on, baby!
They go play action here on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's the guy Mike Williams at the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey!
53's a mark. 53. Check 53.
0.
Let's go.
Now Rivers.
53.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
53's Mike.
Hey, easy.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike, 53.
Rivers to throw it. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Run 80. White 89.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Balaj. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 11-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Rosen to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Kill.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check 24.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
That's what I do.
Here's Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Center's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Rivers now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, punk. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. It's going to be a long day. Keep it skinny.
Third and long for Rivers. And Davis has it over the middle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Rosen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this game is, of course, part of the NFL 100 series, and the historical significance here goes back to that 1981 AFC divisional round game, dubbed the Epic in Miami. Others called it the game that no one should have lost. Boy, you had so many great plays in there. The hook and ladder, the end of the 2nd quarter by the Dolphins. Remember Kellen Winslow, future Hall of Famer, getting carried off exhausted in that contest. Over 1,000 total yards between the 2 teams, and led by Dan Fouts, the Chargers pulled off the 3-point win in overtime. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
58 to Mike. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
SOS.
Rosen to throw again. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They run it with Balaj. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Don't get nervous. 25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Alert, alert, alert. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Hey, watch it. Show it up.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Lay down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Able to slither by, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, man.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. 16 yards, a first down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his 5th-year option, but they did, and one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room. Rosen now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Check 43.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
180. 180. Mike. Here we go.
Now Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Left right.
To throw is Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now because of the sack, it's third and goal from the 14. Rivers. And a pressure gets to him again. Charles Harris. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Chargers.
59, 380. I don't think you got it, son. Check.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
58, come on. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing on second down. Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. It's complete. Stills. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 15.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because he got the lead.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, easy.
To throw, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Room past the 20, and all the way up to the 31-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down?
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out,
and got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Rip left, rip left. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, Delta!
Throwing Rivers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Load it! Load it!
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here.
White!
Watch the sled.
Throwing Rivers. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
I'm going to go load it! Load it!
Reset.
12.
Here's Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Go!
You.
He's coming in motion. Hey. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
12.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, caught by Davis. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 31's the mic.
All day, just like that.
Hey, Alpha.
31's the mic.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10. It's Rosen again. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On third down, Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Quarter.
31's the mic.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running for the shotgun with Drake. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
31's the mic. Let's go, D.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
On first down, Drake. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
4 down. Go.
31's the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Throwing now is Rosen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Strip that ball. 58 to Mike, 58. Hug. I'm coming. Check 37. Check 13. Check 13. Check 9.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the Chargers first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.